Nevertheless, these discussions remain very relevant for Turkish politics. Why? Because eventually it became less about energy and money and economic development, and became more about strategic partnerships and sort of alliances in the regional context. To some degree, Turkey's growing regional isolation was reflected in the emerging energy alliances in the Eastern Mediterranean. And what I mean by this, I'll give you this project, the so-called EastMed pipeline project. Assuming that there was no conflict between Greece, Turkey, and Cyprus, and the Israeli-Turkey relations were normal and good, the most rational way to transport the natural gas from the Eastern Mediterranean was through a pipeline to Turkey. This pipeline would be technically easier to make, it would be cheaper, and Turkey itself is a big natural gas consumer. So, and Turkey wants to diversify from Russia in terms of its energy imports. So, assuming no conflict, this gas would be shipped to Turkey. But because there is conflict, and because Turkey is isolated, there has been this project which you see here. So a pipeline that was meant to connect Israel, Cyprus, and potentially Egyptian natural gas reserves with the Greek island of Crete and the Greek mainland. This pipeline would transport this East Mediterranean natural gas to the European markets, bypassing Turkey. Of course, this pipeline is easier designed on a map than made on the ground. Why? Because you can see how deep the sea is there. It is a very expensive and ultimately unrealistic project. So everybody discussing this knew that the economics of this did not make sense, because it would be a super expensive project for a not, and the natural gas would arrive in Europe in non-competitive prices. Nobody would like to buy this gas at this price. However, this project and all the politics around this, meetings between the Greek Prime Minister, the Cypriot President, the Israeli Prime Minister, or the Egyptian President, created some sort of encirclement fear in Turkey. That is a sort of an old sort of fear that Republican Turkey has been feeling regarding all explorations of Greece or Cyprus in terms of extending their maritime zone. So the idea that Turkey will be strangled from the south and will not be able to have access to the seas has been a perennial concern well before Erdogan. So this is not an AKP policy, really. This is a policy already from the 60s and 70s. Remember, I said that Turkey objected to the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea because of this concern. So this project, although it was not really realistic, amplified these concerns and made the Turkish government feel that, you know, we're isolated and, you know, they're trying to corner us in Anatolia, but we will do something in order to break this. And what can they do to break this? Of course, is take the opportunity of the Libya civil war. So as you can see here on the map, Egypt is already a non-friendly country for Turkey. Israel has become another non-friendly country for Turkey. Let's forget about Syria's situation there and how Turkey is sort of involved in the civil war there and the presence of Turkish troops in the north of the country. Cyprus, Greece. So the Libyan civil war gave Turkey the opportunity to find a strong ally, like a local ally, that could, to some degree, break this Turkish isolation in the Eastern Mediterranean.